Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. In today's pick a card reading, our topic is, at a crossroads, which way will you go? Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps in the description box below, which will take you directly to your reading. If you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is also linked below. Please remember that is the only way to book any of my services with me. If anyone ever reaches out to you, please know that that is not me. At a crossroads, which way will you go? Can we have a card for group number 1, please? Can we have a card for group number 2, please? Can we have a card for group number 3, please? Group number 1, you have exchanging gifts, number 27. You also have the zebra agate. Group number 2, you have poised, number 48, and the Mookaite heart. Group number 3, you have between worlds, and number 3, you also have the red Jasper. Please take as long as you need choosing your card or cards, and I'll see you in your readings. Hello, group number 1. You have the zebra agate, and your card is exchanging gifts and number 27. The energy that I feel from this card is that you have either started something new or you're thinking about starting something new. And whatever it is that you're thinking about or that you started, it looks like it's going to take a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, and a lot of focus. And it seems like you're wondering if it's going to be worth it. You're wondering if all of this time, dedication, money, things like that, if it's going to pay off. And some of you maybe have already started this and you've been working on it and working on it for so long that you're wondering if you should give up on this idea because you're not receiving anything back yet. And it's like, I put in all this time, all this effort, should I keep going, or do I just give up and go back to where I was before? I feel like that's what's going on here. Now, what I'm seeing from just this card is that, first of all, yes, you do have to be willing to work very, very hard while not seeing any results. Does that make sense? Because I feel like there is a lot to do before anything happens, before you get noticed or before something comes together from this particular situation. So that's number 1. Secondly, given this card is exchanging gifts, what I'm seeing is that this is you working on something, wanting to move forward with a new phase in your life, a new idea, something like that. And over here, this cat is the universe eventually giving back to you from this energy that you've put into this particular thing. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing so far. Let's look at your other cards to get more information, because I feel the question is, do I keep going with this particular idea that I have? Do I give up? Should I even start this all together? So, you know, that's the energy that I'm getting. What else can you tell us for group number 1, please? Group number 1. Okay, so we have ask for help. This is interesting because it kind of looks like that's what this person is doing here, with the cat. It's like, hey, can you give me a hand here? And I feel that the universe is actually giving back to you. That's what I'm seeing here. But this isn't going to happen right away. This is going to take some time. And I feel like eventually your hard work is going to pay off. Now, in the meantime, what do you do? Because I feel like you're thinking, if I start this or I've already started this, what do I do in between working really hard and finding success with this particular thing? And what I'm seeing with ask for help is that help will be available to you in one form or another to get you from point A to point B. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. Let's see what else we have for you. Communication. Well, this is really interesting because your first card is ask for help and then communication. And you have this turtle here. Look at that. So see, I feel like things are going slowly. I feel like you want to speed things up, or you're worried that it's going to take too much time if you decide to move forward in this particular direction. Now, what I'm seeing with these two cards is that if you ask for help, the universe will provide for you as you're trying to make something happen. And if you have already started this process, I feel, especially what we have going on here, ask for help, you have the cat giving something, and then you have the turtle that's coming up to this mermaid here. The mermaid's hand is extended out, and it's like the turtle is coming to give you something. Do you see what I'm saying? So I feel that whatever this is that you're wondering, should I move forward? Should I stay in this particular process that I'm already in? I feel it has something to do, something that's very dear to your heart, especially with it looks like a ballerina here. This could have something to do with work. It could have, maybe you're trying to jumpstart a business or some kind of creative idea that you have. Maybe you're an artist or in the creative arts on, one level or another. Singer, actor, actress, visual arts, right? Painting, anything, writing, whatever it is. And it could just be that you're starting a business, whatever it is, like just a business outside of something creative, or you want to change careers, something like that. Or maybe you want to pick up and move somewhere, or go travel, or whatever it is. It does seem like you're going to need some help along the way in order to see this dream come to fruition. And what I'm seeing is that if you do that, you will receive that help that you need. What else can you tell us for group number 1? I feel like these want to come out. And I think there's 3 here. Okay, so let's see what we have. Number 1, an adventure. Yeah, I feel that you have this great idea in your mind. There's something that you want to pursue, something that is in your heart. And it feels like this is your calling. And you have a picture of what things will look like. Okay, because with the rainbow here, I'm seeing that you're very hopeful, and there's a great sense of excitement. You want to go forward. This is something that you feel would bring you so much fulfillment, once you actually break through with whatever this is that you're thinking about working on or you are working on. I feel that there's also taking a chance here. I feel that it is providing some sort of risk. There's no guarantee that you're going to be successful, right? But there's also no guarantee that you won't be successful. And I feel that intuitively, you know what you should do. And it's what I'm picking up from the energy here is that you want to go forward. You want to continue on with what you've already started. And you have a feeling that everything is going to work out, but you also have this feeling like, okay, well, what do I do in the meantime? And like I said, it looks like if you ask for help, help will be provided for you. I'm just moving these over because we have 3 cards here. All right. We have number 15 in discontentment. Yeah, I feel that you're feeling discontent because you don't know what's going to happen. You're taking a risk, or you already did take this risk, and you're not sure if it's going to pay off. And it's causing a sense of anxiety. What is important with this card is that you don't make a rush decision, and you don't make a decision from a place of fear. Okay? Number 15 on this card is making me think of the Devil card, which is telling me that you have a great fear of, this isn't going to work out. I've been working so hard for something and I haven't seen any progress yet. And I'm feeling like it's not going to work out and I should give up. Okay, so don't make a decision out of fear, in that state of fear. Also, if you haven't started this yet and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I would love to accomplish that, but what if it doesn't work out? What if I fail? What if this? What if that? That's also from a place of fear. So your spirit guides are telling me that you want to, if you can, I know it's going to be very, very difficult, but you want to clear your mind and really tap into your intuition. Ask the universe for help. Ask the universe for a sign for what you should do. And yeah, it does feel like things are going to be moving a little bit slowly, but what I'm seeing so far is that things are going to come together for you regarding this project, idea, whatever it is that you have, right? It's going to vary from person to person because this is a general reading. All right. Oh, see, this is what I've been telling you. So this is number 12 in courage. And look, do you see the heart here? That's what I'm saying. This is something that's in your heart. This is something you feel like, this is my life calling, or this is something that I need to do. Maybe it's your purpose in life. Maybe you feel like this would bring you a sense of independence, or it would take you to a place that you've always wanted to go. Again, you have that rainbow here. Now, do you see what's happening here? So here you have adventure, number 1, right? So that's kind of like taking that leap of faith. And then you have courage here. This seems to be saying to either take a leap of faith and start something completely new, or take a leap of faith and stay where you are. Like if you've already started to pursue a dream that you have, it's saying stay where you are, is meaning if you already started this, okay? What's in the middle here? Fear. So it looks like a main thing that is stopping you is fear, no matter where you are in this process. And yeah, I understand that you may have a fear of, well, I need to make money and I'm not making money doing this yet. So what do I do in the meantime, right? That's a very legitimate fear. But what I'm feeling is that something is going to come into the process that will help you while things are taking a little while to get moving. That's what I'm seeing here, because here you're asking for help, here you're getting communication in that turtle. Same thing with the cat here. Also with courage, this is number 12, so this is the Hanged Man, or number 12 corresponds to the Hanged Man in the traditional tarot deck. So what that is telling me, don't make any rash decisions. Make sure that you make a decision from your intuition and not from your fear. All right, I want to take one card from the tea leaf deck and see what we get. What else can you tell us for group number 1? What is the most important thing that group number 1 hears? Okay, actually I'm going to take 2 because these 2 are really calling me. So let's see what we have. I'm going to look at this one first. Oh my gosh, you have success. So this is telling me that success is waiting for you. Yeah. So don't make a decision from fear. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. That's amazing. That is so amazing. And I keep picturing like the eagle is flying on this card because of the mountain here. I don't know why, because it could just as easily be flying in this card, but there's something about this card that I'm picturing the eagle in that card. And so I'm feeling like you will triumph over troubles and obstacles with this new adventure. And this may not be a new adventure in the sense where you haven't started it yet. You could be a year into this, maybe even 2 years into this, and you're feeling like maybe I should give up because I'm not seeing much progress yet. And what Spirit is saying is that it definitely looks like progress is on its way to you. What else can you tell us for group number 1, please? All right, what else can you tell us for group number 1? What else can you tell us, please, for group number 1? Okay, very interesting. What was going on as I was shuffling? Let's see what we have here. Oh, do you see what I'm talking about? The topic today is at a crossroads, which way will you go? You have the Chariot. This way, that way. This is just amazing. So this is showing that you're at a crossroads and you're not sure which way to go. And look, you have the cat here. Can you see that? You have the cat in the vehicle here, whatever you want to call this. It's so interesting. And then you have the cat here. So what I'm seeing here, because you have the cat here who is offering something to you, and also we have exchanging gifts here, right? So what that is telling me is that this is you and this is the universe. This is showing you putting all this effort and hard work into something, same thing that we have here. And the cat is the universe that will be giving you something in return. This right here is an amazing synchronicity. It's just amazing that card came out. Okay, let's see what else we have. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, do you see? This is something that you're very passionate about. This is something that you have so not only great passion for, but you have this great vision. You're thinking like, I have to make this happen. I know this is going to happen. And it's like you feel like if you could just make this happen, you would be unstoppable. And some of you who already started this process, you may have felt like, you know what? I'm going to go forward. I'm going to make this happen, and nothing is going to stop me from getting what I need or from achieving my dreams. But it's taking a while to happen. And well, look at the dragon here. You may have come up upon obstacles in the process, or you may come upon obstacles as you start this process. And that is why you're thinking like, so if you haven't started this yet, I feel like you're in a place of fear thinking, oh, but what if this happens? And then if you've already started this, you could be here right now where you're saying, okay, but here I have a roadblock. What do I do now? You ask for help. And part of how you can do that is by calming your mind so that you can let those intuitive downloads come through. What else? The Five of Swords, yeah. This is exactly, I feel, where you are right now, thinking, should I give up? Should I keep going? I'm so confused. I'm feeling defeated. Or, I'm feeling like maybe I shouldn't even move forward with this idea. I don't know what to do. So there's a great sense of anxiety, a sense of confusion, wondering, what should I do? Which path do I take? I don't know if I can keep going the way I've been going. And so for those of you who haven't started this path yet, I feel like you're not happy where you currently are, and you want to pursue something in your heart. You want to move forward with something, but you don't know if it's going to work out. And that not knowing is holding you back, is preventing you from moving forward, at least right now. And then if you're already deep into this process, or you've just started and you're just not seeing any results yet, you're thinking, should I give up? So this is really what I've been seeing here. There's a lot of confusion. I feel like you're searching for answers, and I feel like you could be getting mixed signs from the universe, because I'm seeing something that's like start, stop, start, stop. And I think that's metaphorical. For some of you, it could be literally where you start to move and then something like blocks your path forward. But for those of you where it's more metaphorical, it's kind of like you envision roadblocks or certain things on your path that could be preventing you from reaching your goal. Or you may see the light and you see some progress, but then there's another stop and you're like, okay, some days you just want to give up and you don't care if you would be successful because you're just so frustrated. So that's what I'm seeing with your energy. And let me take just a second because I want to change the focus on my camera because it looks like it might be slightly out of focus. So give me just 1 second and I'll be right back. Okay, I think that might be a little bit better. I'm not sure. I see a slight difference. I don't know if you will, but okay, so let's move forward. All right, the Eight of Wands. Yeah, so with the Eight of Wands, what I'm seeing here, especially with this particular Eight of Wands, is that something is going to happen when you least expect it, or it may feel like it's going to happen at the last minute. It's like right when you're ready to give up on something, that's when you see some progress. So yes, there is a risk by taking this path, but there's also a risk by not taking this path. Because if you choose not to take this path, if you choose to stay where you are, then what you risk is not achieving something amazing and not achieving, something that's in your heart, something that's really, really calling you. So that's what you risk if you don't take this path or if you quit this path, right? And so with the Eight of Wands, it seems like something happens kind of when you least expect it. And it opens up, it kind of changes your whole entire view of things. It changes your perspective. And then you feel like you have the strength to move forward. You have you've seen something come into view. And so then you feel like, oh, okay, now I see things are starting to happen. So now I feel better about where I am or where I'm going. The Eight of Swords, yeah, it's, definitely there's a feeling of feeling stuck here where it's almost like no matter what decision you make for a period of time, you will feel like your hands are tied. If you go back to what you were doing before, you're going to feel devastated. You're going to feel like you gave up. At the same time, where you are right now, you feel like you're stuck. And for the other possibility, if you stay where you are and you never take this risk, you could always wonder, what if I would have been successful doing that? Then we have the Emperor. What I am seeing with the Emperor is that what this requires is an excellent plan. So before you move forward, or if you've already gone forward and you're feeling like you're stuck, you're feeling like you don't know what to do at this point, what you want to focus on is a plan. What do you need to do from this point forward to make your plan work? Okay. And for some of you, you may need to explore options that you haven't looked at yet. You may need to ask for help. You may need to communicate outside of the box or something like that, right? Whatever it is, you want to make sure that you have a solid plan. And what I'm seeing with the Emperor is that, so if you had a solid plan to begin with, I'm feeling like that plan is going to come to fruition. It's just slow moving, especially because you have the mountains back here. And you know how slowly those mountains are formed? It's not going to be that slow, but it's just metaphorically saying that you need to have a sense of patience. I feel that you're very protected on this path because you have the dog here. You also have the cats, right? You have cats. And so you're very protected. The universe is looking out for you. The universe is helping you move forward through this whole process. But definitely a plan. A plan will, like a solid plan. And that will help you get through this. And if you feel like you're stuck in the middle of this process where you don't know, should you keep going or should you turn back around, that's when you may need to take some time to reevaluate your plan and figure out what you can do in the meantime as you're waiting for things to come into place. And then see, you have the Ace of Cups. This is what I've been saying. It feels like this is something that is in your heart. Let me move these over just a little bit. This is something that is in your heart, something that is calling you. And that's exactly why it's so conflicting, because it's like, well, I don't want to stay where I am. I want to move forward and I want to take this leap of faith. But what if it doesn't work out? And do you see how this Ace of Cups is right below the Chariot, where you're stuck between yes or no? Do I stay? Do I go? What do I do? So there's a risk either way. There's a risk if you don't do anything. There's a risk if you turn around and give up on this. And there's also a risk if you pursue your dream. So one thing that you could do is weigh your options. I mean, what I'm seeing here so far is that you can have success with this particular thing. And it really feels like it's something that you're meant to pursue in this lifetime. But that's up to you, right? The universe can give you signs. And look at the birds here. I feel like the universe has been giving you signs and has been giving you encouragement. But ultimately, that decision is up to you to make. Yeah, see, we have the Four of Cups. Now, this is what I was saying with the Eight of Wands, where it looks like, see, you're thinking. Do you see? It's the same. Remember the Chariot? This person on the Chariot looks worried, like, what do I do? And also at the Eight of Swords, it's like you feel stuck. Like you feel like there's no right decision, because either, moving in any direction, you feel like there might not be an answer anywhere, right? But what I'm seeing here, because that's what the energy of this person here at the table feels, that thinking, did I make a mistake? Should I stay where I am? Should I go forward? Should I keep trying? What should I do? Now, this person over here, I feel, is bringing something to this other person that is a little bit unexpected. So this seems to be a way forward. It seems like it is something like some sort of progress with something that you've been working on or hoping for. Then we have the Three of Swords. This truly shows the anxiety that you're feeling about all of this, because it's a conundrum. You're stuck. You feel like, well, is there a right decision? What do I do here? Because I can't give up on my dream, but at the same time, I'm not seeing any results from me pursuing my dream, or that's your fear of what might happen. You may need to reevaluate your plan. You may need to add something in the meantime. Because look at the cat here who's looking, or who has this book open and is looking toward us, or toward me anyway. And then here, the ink has spilled. So it looks like you might have to, as you're going forward, you might have to modify your plan a little bit. Remember what I said with the Emperor card here? If you have a solid plan in the beginning, that's definitely something that is going to help you. But if you're coming upon a delay, what I'm seeing is that instead of giving up, you may need to think outside of the box, or modify your plan, or ask for help somehow to get you over here with the Eight of Wands, or here with the Four of Cups, where something comes into the picture, where you get your big break, where you have some sort of accomplishment, and then you can continue on with the original plan. Okay, here's the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords, this is very important in your reading, and this is exactly why Spirit is saying to have courage with this adventure and not focus on your fears. Because the Nine of Swords literally means that your greatest fear, the fears that you have, are not going to come true. And what I'm seeing here is this person is, looking inside the room, but look at the bird looking out here where the sun is coming up, where this new opportunity is presenting itself. And also look at the cat. The cat is like on this person's arm saying, hey, look out the window. There's something out there waiting for you. And I feel like that's the cat is representative or representing spirit, especially because here with the Five of Swords, the cat is like pointing to the book. Okay, so I feel that spirit is with you. I feel spirit is encouraging you, trying to get your attention to look at either a new opportunity, like seeing results coming in from what you've been working on, or to show you that there's something in the meantime that can help you. Remember this card? While you're waiting for something to come to fruition. Because I do feel that it's moving slowly, and that's what's causing confusion. And then we have the High Priestess. Yeah, see, there's something going on that you're not seeing in this situation. That's what I've been saying. You may need to look in a different direction. You may need to pause and say, okay, what can I do to maintain myself while I'm waiting for everything to come to fruition? And it's interesting also because, again, look at the cat. The cat is spilling the runes out of the bag here, saying, hey, look over here. There's something important for you to see here. So I feel like you could be missing something. Look at all the books here, and it just takes me right back to the cat who's trying to get your attention with this book here. Let's see what else we have for you. Okay, so you have the Seven of Pentacles. This is telling me exactly what I've been telling you all along. That yes, this plan that you have, this vision, this goal, something that's in your heart, is it worth your time, your energy? Yes. Is it worth your time and energy to keep going forward? Yes. Should you stop with this idea and give up on this idea? That is your choice. You have free will. What I'm seeing here is that you're going to be successful with whatever this is. You're going to triumph over troubles and obstacles. And with the Seven of Pentacles, it's a very slow moving process. I saw that in the very beginning with your turtle here. It's a slow moving process. Is it going to happen? Yes, it looks like it is eventually. So you may need something that will sustain you along the way so that you can relax a little bit, so that you're not making decisions of, should I keep moving forward with this, or should I give up, or should I not even pursue this at all if you haven't even started yet. So don't think from a place of fear. You will see fruits from your labor. And not just that, but you see this person is growing grapes, right? And has a glass of wine here. So you will definitely see success. And not just that, but look, there's a book here. And remember the cat pointing to the book. I feel like there's a missing piece of information, especially because it's with the High Priestess. So I feel that there is something missing that will sustain you along the way as you're waiting for something to come in. And it could definitely have something to do with finances for you because of the Seven of Pentacles here. So you may need to figure out, okay, I have this dream, and in order to pursue this, I'm not going to be making money for some time, or maybe I'll be making minimal money. I might have minimal finances coming in. So what do I do in the meantime? So it could be, if you haven't started this yet, that you maybe need to save up some money if you can, or maybe see if you can get a loan, or see that if you can do two things at once. While you're pursuing this, can you get a part-time job, or, some side gig or something like that? So definitely think outside the box, because with this High Priestess and all the other signs that I've seen, there could be something that you're missing in this process. Yes, it's going to happen. It's just going to take a little bit of time. And that is what I see for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, group number 2. You have the Mookaite heart, and you also have poised and number 48. So we're looking at a crossroads. In which way will you go? I feel like you are ready to take a leap of faith with something, but you're hesitating a little bit, wondering, is this the right time, or am I correct in thinking that I'm going to be successful with this particular thing? Because I'm feeling like you have a great sense of determination and dedication with this particular thing. And I feel like you're also listening to your intuition, and you also feel like it's time for a change, but you could be second guessing yourself. You could be wondering, am I crazy to go on this journey? Is this something, like, am I serious? Am I really about ready to do this? Because I feel like you're taking a risk, and for some of you, it could be a huge risk that you're taking. But also, would you ever get anywhere if you don't take some sort of risk, right? So I feel like you're ready. It's just like, is this the right move for me? Will I be successful? Is this the right time? And so it feels like there's a little bit of hesitation right before you take a leap of faith, which I think is normal. I think a lot of people, even, people who have been planning something for years and years and years, and they say, okay, I'm ready to launch this thing now. And then they're like, wait a minute, am I ready? And they double check everything, and then they say, wait a minute, I think I'm ready, but am I really? I feel that's kind of where you are right now. So let's look at your other cards and get some more information for you. What else do you want to say to group number 2, please? Ooh, you have trust. Trust in your direction, trust in your heart, trust in your plan, trust that you have the universe watching out for you. Trust that you've come upon this crossroads for a reason. And that reason is because you were meant to make a change in your life. I just heard you were meant for better. I don't know exactly what that means, other than you are meant to expand your life. You are meant to expand your goals. You are meant to hold your breath and take a leap of faith, right? So maybe you're in a situation where you felt constrained, or you felt like you couldn't shine, or whatever it is. Maybe you felt like you needed to pursue a life purpose or a goal that you've already always had. And maybe that could be what you're meant for better means. Maybe wherever you are, there's a lot of restrictions and you don't have a lot of freedom or movement or whatever. Trust in the process. See, look at this card. The person on this card is very, very confident that this change is going to be good for them, that this is what they need. They feel a sense of freedom, sense of happiness. And the stars, can you see that? There's stars in each of her hands here, which is also indicating, I'm going to reach for the stars and I'm going to make my dreams happen. And Spirit is saying, absolutely, trust in that thought process and go forward on this crossroad that you're at. Look at your cards. So you have decisions. This is just lining up with the topic, isn't it? Trust and decisions. Trust in your decision to move forward. Trust in your heart. Believe that you can make this happen. I mean, I already see with your first card, poised, you have the determination. You're very dedicated. You have the confidence. You have an ability to plan things, and maybe you haven't planned the whole entire process, because I feel like for you that may be a little bit impossible, because what you're doing, I feel a little bit of what you're doing, you kind of have to go with the flow a little bit and get a little bit done and then see what happens and then go from there and maybe modify your plan a little bit. which is fine. That's, you know, a lot of people do that when they're, you know, starting something, because I feel you're starting something new. I feel that this is going to open up a huge new world for you. And Spirit just said, you deserve it. What else can you tell us for group number 2? Okay. What else for group number 2? These cards are like, I don't know, did you see that? They're very jumpy. What does that mean? Oh, you know what it means? I just saw someone like running to a cliff and then stopping and saying, whoa, I'm not ready. And then running to the cliff and saying, oh, I'm not ready. So that could be what that meant. And see, okay, what I just said, and then you have the courage card. That's exactly what I was seeing. I was seeing someone, you know, like I said, running toward their goal and then stopping and saying, nah, not ready yet. Hold on a minute. And look, you're pursuing something in your heart. It's something you have so much passion for. And look at this, you're dressed for success. You're dressed for success in this card. You're ready to go. It's like, hey, I've got this plan and I have arrived, so let's make it happen. So yeah, have courage to go forward on this path. And number 12 corresponds to the Hangman in the traditional tarot deck. So I'm feeling a couple things with that. With the Hangman energy, first of all, I feel like you've put a lot of time and effort into this. I feel like you've given it a lot of thought. And I feel like you can only be so prepared before you go forward. You know, you can plan and plan and plan and plan, and you could probably plan for 20 years, and you might still feel like you're not ready because, you know, going into the unknown, of course, there's going to be things that we didn't plan for and unexpected things, but that's just part of the learning process, right? So I feel that you have planned as much as possible. And I also feel like you are just on the verge of a huge transformation in your life, and Spirit says to embrace it. So we have number 23 in indecision. Isn't this kind of funny how you have decisions and then you have indecision and then you have trust and you have courage? So really this is showing me exactly what I said, where you're running for the cliff just like this first card, and then you stop and you say, wait a minute, I'm not ready. That's perfectly fine. You have the Hangman here. So if you truly feel like there's a detail or an element or that something's just not ready, by all means, take your time, figure things out, you know, don't sit there forever and try to, you know, try to overanalyze things, because then you're going to be stuck where you are. And even look at your indecision card. You literally have the Crossroads here, which is such an amazing synchronicity. Okay. So yeah, you can stay here for a minute. If you start running and you're saying, oh no, I think I forgot a detail. Well, that's fine, because your dream is still going to be there waiting for you, but figure it out. Don't stay here forever. Because look at, you have these butterflies here. This is the new world opening up for you. Look at the world back here with all the stars on it. Your dream is going to be there for you. So go forward. It's waiting for you. All right, so I'm going to take a couple cards from the tea leaf deck. It's going to give us some more insight. Okay, what is the most important thing that group number 2 knows about this crossroads that they are at? What do they need to know? This purple one is really drawing my attention. Let me see if I can get it. Okay, and so is this one right here. Let's see what we have. Let's look at the purple one first. This is a month. Ooh. Oh, wow. We have September. I think it's time. I think it's time for you to move forward. You're ready. You don't need to sit in indecision anymore. It's time to move forward. Absolutely, it's time to move forward. The time is now. This is so exciting. Do you see all the synchronicities, all the signs that you're getting? It's just amazing, especially what's really, really standing out to me. Not just September, but trust and courage. And for those of you who are watching this later, I'm posting this video in September. So for those of you watching this video when it first comes out, I feel like the time is now for you, okay? And then for others of you who are watching this video at another time, it could be that it's time for you to take a move in September, or maybe you started this process in September and you've been working on it for a while now, and now it's time for you to move forward. Does that make sense? All right, let's see what else we have. Mountain Road, you are on the road to success. That is amazing. I love this for you. And it's not going to be easy, right? You have this mountain, you have to get up the mountain, but I feel like what you've been working on already hasn't been easy. But you have what it takes. That's what I've been saying. You have the determination, you have the dedication, you know, all of these things. You have this focus, you have this desire. What is it? It's like something is telling you, something is pushing you forward, and it's like you can't ignore it. Something is saying, hey, this is part of your life path. You need to go forward. You need to pay attention to this. So yeah, it's not going, the whole entire process is not going to be easy. You're going to come upon some things that you need to figure out as you're going along. But what I'm feeling is that it's going to be worth it for you. What else can you tell us for group number 2, please? What does group number 2 need to know about this crossroads? Okay. The 3 of Swords, very interesting. What do you have going on here? Why do you have the 3 of Swords? I feel like, you know what it is? Okay. It took me a second to see the whole picture. I feel like this is something that is so embedded in your heart. It feels like it feels like part of your indecision about taking this leap of faith, even though this is something that you feel you have to pursue in your life. Part of your indecision is, what if I fail? Because this is something that is so near and dear to your heart. Failure would literally put these 3 knives in your heart. However, trust is right above the 3 of Swords. Spirit is saying, trust that you can do this. And I just heard, you got this. You got this. Give it a try. Move forward. See what happens. Because I have a feeling that this is not going to happen. The 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so when you move forward with this, what I am seeing here, what's going to happen is the universe is going to give back to you. The universe sees how much time and effort that you've been putting into this particular thing, and the universe is going to reciprocate that. The universe is going to bring you many, many blessings based on your decision to move forward with this dream that you have, this goal that you have. Then we have the Tower card. I feel this has to do with your fears of taking a leap of faith, right? Like we're seeing here. And you have a fear, what if I fail? What if my plan doesn't work out? What if, what if? Now, look at this particular Tower card. Do you see these animals down here and this fairy here have this blanket here to catch your fall? You have a safety net. Your spirit guides are saying you're safe. And I feel this is part of the crossroads. It's like, okay, well, where I was or where I currently am is safe, okay, with this house here. And you're saying, but should I leave this safety net and pursue something else? What if I fail, and then if I try to come back to this, I don't have this house anymore? What if? And I think it's the what ifs that are causing this indecision for you. It's like, well, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if? But what I'm seeing is, what if you are successful? Okay. I feel that you have spirit guides, the universe, whatever it is, watching out for you. You're not going to fall. That's what I just heard. The 10 of Cups. Do you see that? Do you see how here I'm talking about you having a fear of taking this leap of faith, and how I keep seeing that you're going to be successful, that everything's going to come together, that the universe is going to reciprocate, right? All your hard work, it's going to pay off, and things are going to balance out for you. And then you have the 10 of Cups. This is an amazing emotional fulfillment card. You have everything that you dreamed of before you took that leap of faith. Do you see what's happening in your cards right now? You have courage here where you are ready to go, and you have the rainbow behind you, right? Because you're ready to go, but you have a little bit of indecision, saying, I don't know, am I ready? Am I not? And at some points you turn away from your goal, from your vision, because of fear. But then here in the 10 of Cups, you're facing the rainbow. Do you see that? And you're seeing exactly the vision that you had to begin with before you decided to take this leap of faith. So what I'm seeing is that if you move forward with this, yeah, you could have some challenges along the way with the mountain road here, but you're on the road to success. And this is exactly what happens when you move forward. The 9 of Pentacles, oh my gosh, the 9 of Pentacles is an incredible success card. Incredible success. If you have any questions about financially, if I pursue this, am I going to be okay financially, or will I make money with this venture? You know, how is that going to work out? That could be what you're afraid of. Maybe some of you, let's just say, for instance, some of you have a really good job right now. You have a stable job, you're making good money, everything's going, it's going well, but you don't feel completely fulfilled in your heart. So you're saying, you know what? I'm going to take a leap of faith and I'm going to pursue something that's always been in my heart. But you're worried about failure, because if you go forward with this, you're giving up all of this here, and you feel like you can't go back. And so what do I do if I fail and then I have nothing left and I'm going to be devastated, right? I feel like that's the main thing that's holding you back from taking this leap of faith. The 9 of Pentacles, you're going to be fine financially. Anything that you had to give up with the Tower card in order to pursue this dream, you will have more than enough money, finances to replace anything that you had to give up. You're gaining a sense of, like, you're very confident now, okay? But as you go forward and you see that you actually did accomplish this huge goal, and you're actually immersed in your new life here, you're very comfortable, you're very stable, successful, your confidence grows, your courage grows, and you're learning to trust more in your decisions. You're learning to trust your intuition more. And I feel like you become unstoppable, where whatever this new thing is that you're pursuing, it's like it grows and grows and grows, and it keeps bringing you more and more and more. The Queen of Wands. Yeah, this is what I've been saying. I think it was with the Courage card, where I see that you're pursuing something that you're very, very passionate about. Are you taking a risk? Yes, you are. Is it going to be worth it? Yes, I'm seeing that it is, especially with the Ten of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles here. And I feel that if you didn't pursue this, especially with all the effort that you've already put into this particular venture, I feel if you didn't pursue this, you would wonder for the rest of your life, what would have happened? You know, would I have been successful? What if, what if, what if? So right now you have the what ifs. What if I don't succeed? But I feel that the what ifs would far exceed the what ifs if you don't pursue this would far exceed the what ifs if you do pursue it, because pursuing it, you're going to see that everything turns out in your favor. And you are going to be so grateful that you listened to your intuition, that you followed your passion, and you're going to love the way everything turns out for you. So we have the Hermit card. I feel this is where you are right now. You're searching for answers. I feel that you feel very conflicted about what to do, but you also know what you should do, right? You know that you need to take this leap of faith and move forward. And I feel that you're ready. Look at this, okay? Do you see what's happening here? Here's the house, here's the door. The Hermit has their hand on the door handle. So they have just come out of the door. They've closed the door, but the Hermit is at that crossroads because the Hermit hasn't taken any steps forward yet. Now, what's so important here, a couple things. You have the lantern. So yeah, as you go up this mountain road, you're not going to know all of the challenges beforehand because some of those things just need to be discovered as you go forward. Okay, so slow and steady, you're going to be fine. You're going to figure it out. Slow and steady, follow your heart, follow your dream. You see the star right here is really grabbing my attention. And not just that, but look at the 3 mice down here. You're going to be led on the right path. You're not going to be alone. Your spirit guides, possibly a loved one who has passed over on the other side, is going, all of these things, the universe, spirit guides, loved ones, they're going to help guide you along the way. The 3 of Wands. Yes, I love this for you. Okay, so what happens at first? Okay, I see slowly but surely you have the 6 of Wands, where the universe is giving back to you for taking this leap of faith and for your dedication. Is everything going to happen all at once? Probably not. It's slow and steady. Things start to come in. You start to see progress. You start to see the fruits of your labor paying off. And then with the 3 of Wands, I feel that things start to swiftly take shape. It's kind of like you turn a corner, and then all of a sudden, once you turn this corner, you can really see some momentum happening. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time. You can't get up this mountain in 1 hour, right? In 1 day. It's going to take a little bit of time, but you have such safety here. And look, I think, is that a turtle? I think that's a little turtle right there. You probably can't quite make it out, but I think that's a little baby turtle. And so see, that's confirmation for exactly what I just said. It's going to take a little bit of time, but with the 6 of Pentacles, things are slowly but surely coming together. And then one day you turn a corner and it's like, oh my gosh, look at all of these things flowing toward you. In your hard work, your effort, everything is really paying off for you. The 6 of Swords, yeah. So I feel like this is you taking that leap of faith. Okay, here's what it is. Because the 6 of Swords is below the Tower card. The hardest part of this journey, even including the mountain road, the hardest part of the journey is going to be for you to say, let me just hold my breath and leap and go into this new world that I'm following my heart into. That's going to be the hardest part. After that, things get easier because you're giving up something in order to pursue this. So that is not easy. And I feel with the Three of Swords, you know, some of you are giving up things that you did not necessarily want to give up, either because you were comfortable or because just of the unknown. But I'm seeing that you're being guided for a reason. The Star card. And this is exactly why you're being guided, because you're pursuing your destiny. You're pursuing something that's in your heart. You have an incredible dream that you want to pursue. And you're saying, I don't know if I can continue living my life without pursuing this. It is calling you for a reason. And the Star card, the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, these cards are showing me that you're going to reach your goal. Do you see how they're all right here? Right, bunched up together? Okay, you're going to reach your goal. I think that you have something unique to offer, whatever this is that you're doing. And the universe is going to notice, other people are going to notice, like you're going to get noticed. Your dream is, I feel your dream is approaching you as you're approaching your dream. The Four of Pentacles. Okay, so with the Four of Pentacles, I'm feeling slow and steady. You don't need to rush into the process, okay? But I feel like you've already done this. I feel like you've slowly but surely taken steps to get to where you are right now, which is right here, just about ready to jump. So if it would make you feel better to double, triple check things, go ahead and do that if that's what you need to do. Just know that as you go forward, you may need to improvise sometimes. You may need to slow down a little bit and reevaluate things. But your dream is there waiting for you, and I feel you've already developed like a lot of foundation for where you're going. So you're off to a great start. Not just that, but you're also going to build an amazing foundation where you're going. So I feel that you're not losing anything. Anything that you feel you have to give up with the Tower and the Three of Swords, it's going to be replaced. So don't let your fears hold you back making this decision to take this leap of faith. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. This is really interesting because this basically summarizes everything that I've talked about. Literally everything. Okay, so what do we have going on here? Look at this. I don't know what kind of creature that is, but the creature is holding notes, okay? And then this person is putting something together. You have a plan. The universe is going to help guide you as you go forward on this plan. And then you have this little fairy here who makes me think that this is a spirit guide. Remember, I said it could be a loved one who passed on who's going to help you. I think I saw it with the Hermit card here. And it's interesting that you have three mice here, and then you have three people or entities in this card, okay? Look at this. You have all the tools over here that you need, and you have the book and pencil here. So I feel that along the way, yes, you may need to improvise. You may need to pause for a minute and think about things, but that's perfectly fine. Slow and steady is going to get you where you're going. You have support. You have the tools that you need. You have the drive, the desire, the determination, a talent, a skill. Something is driving you forward. And you're going to accomplish great, amazing things with this. So that is what I have for you today. I hope that helped you with your decision. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, group number 3. You have the red Jasper, and your card is Between Worlds and number 3. This is an interesting dynamic because of the card that you got and because of our topic today. I feel like you have started something and you're not sure if it's going to work. You're not sure if you made the right choice. and you're not sure if you should keep moving forward or if you should go back to where you were before. And what's interesting about this is that if you go forward, I feel that you have great new opportunities, right? And also, I don't know if you can quite make it out, but this right here is a hummingbird. And the hummingbird always knows intuitively where to go to find food, okay? Which flowers to go to, etc. So I feel that you are being intuitively guided into a new phase in your life. But there's something going on here where you have great doubt about if you made the right choice. And you might be at the in-between place where you're thinking about making a change or doing something different in your life, but you just aren't sure if that's what you should be doing. But there is something kind of calling you in that direction. So what I'm feeling here is that if you go back, you would need to make some kind of changes with where you were. Because do you see how it's really cloudy here and there's nothing going on? So you would need to make some sort of change if you go back. If you go forward, you have a great idea, you have a great plan to move forward with. And also you see these streamers in the air here. I don't know if you can quite make that out, but that's what these little things are here. There's some sort of celebration with you going forward into this new phase of your life. So that's what I see here. Let's go ahead and look at your other cards. What else can you tell us for group number 3, please? Ooh, okay, those are your cards. You have 3. So let's see what we have. Decisions. Yeah, that's exactly where we are today. You're at a crossroads and you need to make a decision. You know, you're in between two worlds. So I feel like you've already taken steps into the new phase of your life, but something is scaring you. Something is giving you pause and making you feel like, oh, I want to run back to where I was. And I feel that it's kind of like when you're in that in-between phase, it takes a lot of confidence to keep going because you're going into the unknown a little bit, right? You can have a plan and you can say, this is what's going to happen. But getting from point A to point B, it's kind of like you're up in the air and you're trying to flap your wings and you're trying to fly when you don't really know how to fly yet. Does that make sense? I feel like that's where you are right now, and it's causing a little bit of anxiety, a sense of panic, where you're like, oh, I just want to go back to where I was because maybe I wasn't happy there, but at least I knew what to expect. And this kind of being in the unknown right now, like soon you will know, you'll have more information going forward, but right now I feel it's very, very uncomfortable. And that's why you have decisions saying, I don't know, what should I do? Okay. Oh, wow. You have miracles. And I just heard you can expect miracles if you go forward. Yeah. Especially because, let me scoot these over just a little bit, especially because of the streamers that you have here on this side of your very first card here. There's some sort of celebration if you stick with it and keep moving forward. I feel with miracles, it's going to bring you a lot of fulfillment, a feeling of success, happiness, you know, all of those things. And also, you're going to have a great sense of relief and also gratitude that you stuck in there, that you kept going forward. Dive deep. Okay, this makes sense because what I'm feeling with dive deep is you need to dive deep into your fears. What are your fears? What is causing you to say, oh no, I kind of want to run back, even though it wasn't that fulfilling where I came from. I'm not so sure I want to go forward. So Spirit is saying dive deep. What are you so afraid of? Are you afraid of success? Are you afraid of failure? Are you afraid of the hard work? What is it? Because I feel that if you can pinpoint what it is, I feel that you can work through those feelings. What else can you tell us for group number 3? Okay. And can we have another card for group number 3? There we go. Number 20 in grief. And there's a bird here. I get the feeling like you made a decision and you feel like you made the wrong decision. You're not sure if you made the right decision or not. Or where you were before, something caused you a sense of grief and you felt like you needed to make a change in your life. And maybe you made a change very quickly. Maybe you didn't sit and think about it for that long. Maybe you had a flash of intuition and you followed your intuition, and now you're thinking that maybe you made a mistake and maybe you should go back to where you were before. But it's so interesting that you have this little bird in your hand here, and right here you have the hummingbird. I feel that your intuition is talking to you. Your intuition is saying, no, actually you're on the right path. You're just having a little bit of difficulty in this transition. And now we have expansion in number 16. Very interesting. What I'm feeling with expansion is that you have a great fear that where you are, or this side of things, that it's not going to work out for you. I feel that the only thing holding you back is your fear. You feel like, or what I'm feeling from this expansion card is that your plan is going to fall apart for some reason. And I'm not sure why you feel that way. There's something going on where you feel like you made the wrong decision. Okay, now we're going to look at 2 tea leaf cards. What can you tell us for group number 3, please? What is the most important thing that group number 3 knows? Okay, can we have one more card, please? What does group number 3 need to know? Weeping willow and family sorrow. So I do feel like it might not necessarily be family sorrow. I mean, it could, but I feel that the overall energy is this feeling of sorrow, this feeling of grief, feeling like I made a mistake and I don't know how to fix it. I don't know if I can keep moving forward. So let's see what your second tea leaf card is. Desk, pay attention to your work. So does this have something to do with your work? Are you trying to start a new career, a new job? Are you trying to launch a business? Is that what you're trying to do? Because I feel that you may have to rework something or look at things differently. Look at this desk card. You see right here, that looks like a crumpled up piece of paper. So you may need to rework your plans or try a different plan, something like that. And so, I'm really feeling like either way, wherever you are right now, if you go back to where you were before, you would need to change something. And there could definitely be something about where you are right now. You need to change something a little bit. And so it seems like you've been trying to come up with ideas about what to do, how to get things moving or something like that. And you haven't quite landed on the right thing yet. And that's exactly why you're thinking, maybe I made a mistake. We see that right here with grief. However, we're also seeing miracles and expansion. What else can you tell us for group number 3, please? What can you tell us about this crossroads for group number 3? The 5 of Swords, yeah. You're feeling defeated right now. You're feeling like something's not working out and you want to give up. However, what I see in this 5 of Swords is the sun coming up. And the sun is coming up regarding a decision that you made, because it's right under decisions. And I feel like, because do you see here how it's cloudy here? So your first card could also have another meaning. This could be representing where you are right now. So right now you could be in the dark, so to speak, where it's very cloudy and you're feeling like maybe I made a mistake moving in this direction. But what I'm seeing is you have miracles, you have expansion, and in this Five of Swords, you have the sun coming up. So that can also be indicating that, yes, you're here right now, and you're feeling like, especially with Weeping Willow right here, that maybe you made a mistake. But what is coming up in the future, you have bright skies, you have a celebration, you're being led in the right direction. And it could have something to do with your work, but there could be something slightly different that you need to attach to your work, or change something, or look for work in a slightly different direction or something like that. Okay, so let's see what else we have. The Three of Pentacles. I see things coming together for you. I see slowly but surely the wait, waiting for something and just wondering when is it going to happen. I see that things start to happen for you. Look at all of this abundance down here. What I'm getting from this card is that whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been hoping for, keep going, because it's going to pay out. You're going to find recognition. You're going to find, like, somebody's going to find you if you have a skill or a talent, or you're, starting a business or looking for a new job, whatever it is. Your dream with this particular situation is coming toward you. And because we have desk here and, pay attention to your work, I feel like it does have something to do with your work. I feel that you took a chance on something and you're wondering, well, I think right now you're quite fearful that it's just not going to work out. But miracles right above Three of Pentacles is telling me to hang in there. Just hang in there. We have the Moon card. Yeah, exactly. It makes so much sense, because I feel that you followed your heart, you followed your intuition, you took a chance on something, and you started moving forward, even though you couldn't see the whole path forward, and you knew that there could be some challenges going forward, but you didn't expect it to be this challenging. And I think that you're feeling defeated, you're feeling like you made a mistake, and you feel like, I'm just going to turn around. But then when you think about turning back around, you're like, well, what I had before is no longer there, so I would have to start all over. I would have to rebuild things if I turn around, so maybe I should just keep moving forward. And I feel that this indecision is leaving you feeling a sense of kind of hopelessness, like, well, I don't know, nothing's going to work, so I'm just going to feel depressed. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. Let's see what else we have for you. Yeah, so you have the Devil card. I feel that this is your fears. This is representing your fears. You have a great fear that nothing's going to work out. And it's kind of what I just said. If you turn back around and go back to where you were, then you have to start all over. But if you keep going where you are right now, you're not making any progress. And so you're like, well, I don't even know what to do. And you feel like no matter which way you go, your hands are kind of tied, and there's just nothing that you can do. So you feel stuck. Especially look at the background back here. Do you see the storm brewing here? Now, it depends on how you look at it. Is this, oops, sorry, I just bumped all your cards. Is this like a violent storm that is approaching, or is there a rainbow approaching? Look at this card. See that? See that right there? Is the storm clearing and the rainbow is coming out after the rain? Or is there a terrible storm that's forming? I feel that it's about your perspective right now. And don't let your fears get in the way. Do a deep dive. Remember, the devil is right below deep dive. So what is your greatest fear? And I feel like there's a solution to your greatest fear. Then we have the Tower card. Well, this is very interesting because the Tower is number 16, and so is expansion right here with number 16. What I'm feeling with the Tower card is that as you moved forward into this new plan that you had, this new phase in your life, I feel that you had a plan and something about that plan did not work out. And that's why you're feeling defeated. And that's why you're wanting to give up. That's why you feel grief. That's why you feel sorrow. And that's also why this crumpled piece of paper is right here underneath the desk. There's a great sense of frustration. However, I am feeling like something was going on with where you were that wasn't quite right. Okay, something with your plan, just there was something that wasn't catching attention. There was something that wasn't getting you to where you wanted to go, where you wanted to be, where you thought you would be already. And you needed to be redirected. Now, I feel that with this redirection, it's bringing expansion. Okay? Because number 16 and 16 here, the Tower card is leading you to this expansion. And maybe that's what the deep dive is talking about, that you need to do a deep dive into why was this particular thing, why did it not work out? Now, what's interesting here is that the lightning hit the beehive, but the tree is okay and the fruit on the tree is okay. So I feel that there's only a part of your plan that didn't come into fruition. And also remember, you have the Three of Pentacles here. That is showing me that everything is coming together for you. You just need to, probably do a deep dive. And I feel that there's something hidden, something that you haven't figured out yet with the Moon card. So I feel that the key right now is to kind of clear your mind, do a deep dive, and those answers are going to come to you. Because with the Moon, you were definitely guided along this path for a particular reason. You're not here just to waste your time. I feel that there's a specific reason why you're here. And I'm feeling with the Devil card here that this is starting to show the rainbow that's coming through after the storm, which is the Tower card. And then you have the Four of Swords. Yeah. It's interesting that the Four of Swords, or this particular Four of Swords, right? So there's all these bees in the flowers. So I definitely feel like you're in the right place. There's just something that needs to be transformed, right? So the bees are taking the pollen from the flowers, and then they're going to take it and they're going to transform it into honey, which we have here with the Three of Pentacles. So I really feel there's something about your plan that just needs to be restructured. And you need to rest and recuperate and try not to feed into this anxiety or this feeling of depression, or maybe it is depression, whatever it is, and try to come out of that, because I truly feel like you can expect a miracle. The Eight of Swords, very interesting. You feel stuck, but you're not really stuck. And see how it's below the Five of Swords? See, you're feeling stuck and you're feeling like you want to give up. But at the same time, it's what I said earlier. You feel like you can't go back to where you were. And so you're just like, well, I'm just sitting here stuck at this crossroads and I don't know what to do. And I feel like I can't even do anything at this point. But there is a solution. There's a solution there for you. There's also like a rebuilding from whatever this was here. I feel like you were being protected from something here. There was something going on. The way that you had a plan set up, or someone, see, the devil could also be a person, place, thing, situation, whatever. okay, that was not meant for you. And that's why you had the Tower card, because this could actually represent a person, could represent a job. Let's say, for instance, that you quit your job, right? And that could be why you don't have anything to go back to. So let's just say, for instance, this is just an example, like a metaphor. Some of you, it'll be, literal, but metaphor, okay? For most of you. So you quit your job and you thought you had this amazing new job that you were walking into. And then when you get there, it's not what you expected. Your boss is horrible. And you're feeling devastated. You're saying, I gave up everything for this job and I can't stay here anymore. I can't do it. And you're feeling defeated. You're feeling stuck because you can't stay in this new job, but you also don't have another job to go back to. Okay. Now, in that instance, what I'm seeing with the Devil and the Tower card is that you were being saved from something that would have just been a nightmare for you. However, with the other Tower card here, the number 16, you have expansion. So it would be opening up the door for you for something that is meant for you, something that will feel like a miracle, something that makes your grief and your sorrow go away. The Justice card, yes. So interesting, this particular Justice card, because this person here got stung by a bee. And I feel that's exactly what happened here with the Devil and the Tower card. You feel like someone did you wrong. However, this is the Justice card. So whatever wrong was done to you is going to be made right. Yeah, it's going to be made right. Let's see what comes after this. This makes a lot of sense. So this is the Five of Cups. This is talking about changing your perspective, looking at things differently, not looking at what was lost with the Tower card, but looking at what is ahead. Because look at this, okay? You have these 2 jars here that are full of honey. These 3 jars over here are empty. Something happened, they spilled, they fell over, whatever happened, okay? And there's a great sense of loss here. And there's a great sense of looking back on the path that you took to get to this point, thinking that you made a mistake. That's where the grief is coming from. That's where the sorrow is coming from. But what Spirit is saying is to change your perspective, because there is an amazing opportunity waiting for you. And what could have happened, this could be literal or metaphorical for some of you. Remember the example I gave about you started this new job, you thought it was going to be amazing, and it's horrible. What could have happened is that your dream job was not ready for you yet, so you needed a placeholder. You needed something to take its place, something that was temporary, something where, yeah, you would be miserable for a little while, but at least you would have money coming in. And it's a placeholder. And then you're going to start looking for another job. And that's when this amazing opportunity actually opens up for you, which is quite a miracle. And then we have the Strength card. Yeah. Your spirit guides, the universe, everyone is telling you to be strong. Things are going to change. It's not always going to be like this. Look at this particular Strength card. Okay, this person has wings. So we're going from the Eight of Swords where you feel stuck to this Strength card where you actually have wings. So there's a solution to this problem that you have. And I feel that, from everything that I'm seeing here, I feel that the solution does not require you to go back to where you started. It does not require that, especially with the Five of Cups here. I feel that you're okay continuing to move forward with, where you are over here on the color part of Between Worlds, and there's going to be a new opportunity that opens up for you. Yeah, see, this is literally what I just said. You have the Keeper. So this is the Fool card. There's going to be a new opportunity for you. And I feel also this is representing that you took a leap of faith and it didn't work out exactly as you thought it would yet. Okay, I feel like it's still going to work out for you. You just took a detour because something wasn't quite ready for you yet. I feel that you're also protected, even though you feel like you're not protected. I feel that you are protected. I feel that you're absolutely protected on this journey. And I feel that it's going to lead you to success. It's going to lead you to exactly what you set out to accomplish when you first started this journey, especially with the Three of Pentacles here. Oh my gosh. I am just blown away right now. You have the King of Pentacles. I'm not blown away because I thought that you wouldn't get here. I am blown away because I want you to see this card, the King of Pentacles. This is literally one of the most successful cards in the deck. So that's why I'm so just blown away that this card came out, because I hope that you see this the way I'm seeing it. The King of Pentacles. Let me tell you, if you don't know about the King of Pentacles, okay. This is kind of a hard won victory, the King of Pentacles, because you put in so much hard work. You were so determined. You kept going forward. You did not give up. Even though you wanted to give up, you didn't give up. And what do you get from that? Huge, huge rewards. It is paying off incredibly for you. Incredibly. Financially, this is great abundance. Building something new, great abundance. Something that has a sturdy foundation, something that has a strong future, something that you can stay with it and in it as long as you want to. And this is also confirmation with what I was saying earlier with the Devil and the Tower card. There was something that was flawed with the first part of your journey when you took this leap of faith. And it just needs to be restructured. You need to rest, relax. I know it's difficult. I know you're going through a very, very rough time right now, but you want to just relax. If you can, go out, walk outside, sit below the trees, do whatever you can do to kind of ground yourself, like this Four of Swords here. And just understand that you're not stuck. Understand with the Justice card that yes, going forward on this journey, it did not have the best start, but that's okay, because things are going to turn around, things are going to change for you, and you're going to be on top of your game. Whatever you set out to do when you took this leap of faith, I would not be surprised if it turns out even better than you initially expected. So that is what I have for you today. I hope this helped you a little bit. If it did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you so much luck.